This A3. I'm in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in the apartments, baby.
Hey, Parlay, meet me at the apartment.
Yo, you already know this your boy Parlay, live for ATM Lounge. And when the apartment with Parlay, meet me in the apartments. Listen, I love my city, ATL. Only thing I love more than my city is the west side of my city. Shout out to Bankhead, long live Swar, long live Shot Low, rest easy buddy, AKA We Fly.
Right.
Now listen, we always talk about hip hop, you know what I'm saying, the South and the culture, you know what I'm saying? But when I first started really listening to hip hop and started listening to rap music and what rap music was, you really had to be saying some of your rap songs to even be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can rap real fast, just because you can say a whole bunch of big words and put them together, like you really had to be a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Or regardless of how you rap, you had to tell a story. Whether it was the way that you rap, like I'm gonna tell a story in my rap song, like Slick Rick, or you're gonna say a line that paints a picture, what they call metaphors and similes back then. They're gonna say one thing, but what they say is not what they really mean. They really mean something else. You see what I'm saying? It was really big on that. You had to really be able to give people bars. You know what I'm saying? In order to, you know what I'm saying, be established as an artist. I really feel like people have lost the art of doing that. Of really, instead of just saying, okay, like for painters, instead of just painting an abstract picture, which is you just painting colors on top of colors and shapes and, you know, and people really getting there and really painting a portrait. Like, it's a difference. And I just think that ain't nobody doing portraits no more. And I think the appreciation for it has devalued, but it's people like that who really still do it, and it's people like that who still really like to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? My next artist here today is definitely somebody who does it from the way he places titles, you know what I'm saying, the way he do his music, from to the things that he's talking about his music. I like it. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? He's following that same footstep as J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, like real rap. I like welcome my next guest, A3. What's going on, Doc? How you feeling, man? For real. Yeah. Nah, like we were saying though, like people, I ain't gonna say that they don't appreciate it no more.
Right.
I just think that it's devalued.
It is.
And the reason I say that is because back then, everybody, listen, to have a great music ear, you had to be intellectually inclined somehow.
Right. To
be able to understand when somebody give you a bar, what they really talking about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I think the way that music is now, how the music is now, majority of it is, it don't do a lot of that. Right. So people don't look for it. Right. So when people do it, it's not like, oh shit, I'm starting to bitch over. Boy, you heard what that nigga just said, boy. Started bitch, that nigga said, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, he talking, oh shit. And it's no more of that. So when you do get it now, it's just like, hey, that about hard. But then when people understand how much thought it take to put into them lyrics, when you ain't just saying first thing come to your head.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So let me ask you this. How did you get about into that becoming your style?
Man, to be honest with you, just influences, like the big time influences, you know, I grew up on Tip, Mob, Outkast, UGK, A-Ball, MJG, even some North cats, you know, Jada Kids, Jay-Z, just good lyrics, good music, you know what I'm saying? So growing up listening to them as influences, and then I was like, man, you know, I like to do music too, but that me liking to do music came from me being in the church choir. I was in church choir for since I was like 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the music was there, but then the influence of rap came in with them, amongst some other people. But for that's where my influence came from there. I was like, if I'm a rap, I want to talk about something. I don't just want to be talking. I want to talk about something that's gonna relate to the people, something that the people gonna feel, and that's what, you know, music is really all about. Actually selling music, we selling vibes. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about for me. So,
no, for sure that. Let's do this. I always like to get to know the artists who I have sitting with me. I I feel like when people understand you and your story and where you come from and kind of how the way you see stuff and feel stuff, they understand your art way much better. So let's start back to where you from, where you grew up at.
I'm from Augusta, Georgia. I was there 18 years. I went off into the Air Force, went into the military, and then just recently, I just retired, did 20 years. So,
congratulations, man.
Man,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Appreciate it. It was a long time. But yeah, born and raised, grew up in Augusta, Georgia. I got family up here too, Atlanta, but yeah, Augusta, Georgia.
No, for sure. That. What made you pick the Air Force?
Well,
Why not the Army?
Army at the time when so check this out. So at the time I was deploying, or excuse me, when I was coming in enlisting, President Bush was in office. That's when the time everything was ramping up, deployments and all that other stuff. So as I'm entering, or right before I'm entering, and as I'm entering, the Army was ramping up their deployment time. They went from 6 months staying deployed, and then they went up to 9 months, then they went up to a year. So looking at the Air Force, they went from 3 to 4 to 6 months. But that was, that's gradually as I was in. But I mean, basically
That
speaking,
really made you choose it. Like,
yeah.
but hell no, I ain't trying to be out there no goddamn 8, 12 months. Watch.
So watch this. So not only that, the more likelihood, depending on your job, even if you're in the Army, depending on your job, you can go to the front line. I deployed like 7 times. So I never was on the front line. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for instance, we in this building, something going across the street, we kind of protected. We in this building. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But we here, we seeing it. The Army, they out there. They the ones that's busting. So it's like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I go in the Air Force. But it was a good decision, though. Good decision.
No, for sure. You know how to drive planes?
Hell no. No, hell no. I'm an electrician by trade, you know what I'm saying? I did multiple jobs while I was in the Air Force.
I won't know. Need the Air Force. What you supposed to first time I think of Air Force, I'm thinking airplanes.
My auntie be asking me every time, how my favorite pilot doing? I'm like, auntie, I'm not no pilot. I've been doing this thing 20 years. I ain't no pilot. You know that, but But no, I don't know how to drive planes, man.
Why you never wanted to? You never thought about it?
Nah, so here's the kicker. In order to fly planes in the Air Force, that's got to be your job. And then they got something that's called officers and enlisted. I enlisted. Enlisted personnel, we don't fly planes. We can help them get off the ground. We can help them navigate, but we don't actually fly them. Those are for officers. And then that's got to be something that you want to do. You got to sign up for. You got pass tests, it's qualifications, So, but nah, it wasn't in my forte.
The motherfucker fast as hell, dog.
Man,
you was on a big ass boat when the motherfucker be landing them bitches on in the water.
No, that's the Navy.
Oh, okay.
But I've seen it done, been around it. But yeah, them jets fast. Them jets fast, man. Yeah, them jets
Unbelievable fast when you seen this shit, but what you like? God, what the fuck?
Man, so
give me your first time you seen the jet take off real and fly in your face fast as hell. Where you just like, what the hell? Take me through the experience.
Let's see.
Where you was? Tell me, I want to hear where you was and everything.
I was my second base in Korea. I was at my second base in Korea. We had some work to do on the flight line, and we're actually on the flight line. And as we working and whatever, we get clear, we seeing the jets take off, and they gone. But the thing is, sometimes, again, we here in this building, the jet could be at the next building over, as far as like location or how close it is to you. So you can feel the wind, you can hear the sound. It's yeah, man. It's unreal though. It's unreal. But you get used to it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Augusta. I was a kid from Augusta, man. I ain't never been outside of Augusta. I ain't never been outside of Georgia. So, coming up on the first couple of times, I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But then, you get used to it. Then it became a job. It became the norm. So, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What crazy shit you done seen while you were doing it? 20 years. Give me a story. Yeah, it'd be the craziest, but just give me some. This shit was some wild ass shit.
Let's see. All right. I was in Afghanistan one time, and mind you, remember I told you, I said I went on the front line, but I had a job, and one of my jobs was I had to go to different foreign operating bases. They call them FOBs. So we had to go. Sometimes we had to go 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 40 miles, and then how we get to these other fobs, these other bases, we take helicopters or whatever. So, but long story short, we get to one fob, I'm the electrical planner or whatever, and this is a fob that's surrounded by mountains. These mountains got the insurgents over there, people that don't like us. So one night, we in a tent. The tent ain't no bigger than, from me and you at to the wall. We in the tent, we heard boom. So sirens go off. We get up, everybody get out the tent, we get in the bunker. Now, as we in the bunker, and this is the crazy thing I seen, we in the bunker, we saw a small pocket of fire, like something exploded or whatever. It was probably about 100 yards away from them. It was in the mountains, though. And so we looking at it like, damn, they actually shooting at us, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't want to make it seem like I'm no private round or nothing, but I'll say that's probably the closest I ever been to seeing something like that. So.
You scared?
No, not really. Nah,
but you like, all right, y'all playing, we gonna come fuck y'all niggas up out this bitch.
Man, look, I'm trying to
y'all
tell
playing,
you.
they on the way, y'all shot this shit, their alarm done hit. Y'all playing, don't worry about it. Give me 30 seconds, I'll be about this bitch 30 seconds.
Man, 25 seconds. Oh, God. But yeah, man, that probably, I say that's one of the craziest experiences I've had, I've seen. Obviously, it's other stuff, but I say that's probably one of the biggest things I can.
Yeah,
like
personal, like
personal.
Like
Yeah.
Really shooting at a nigga.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You ever been how your first time going in the country, you got going one of these shits. What's your experience? What you saying like, damn, what the hell going on? This shit, bro, these folks finna come out the woods and thing. I would have been saying all the movies I watch, I've been looking at everything in the mountains. Everything. They got sheep on top of their head, they in hole, they come out of the grounds.
So, the movies be predicting stuff like that, right? Some of it is true, some of it ain't. Some of it, I don't know if it's true, if it ain't. Mm-hmm. But from what I can say is, from my experiences, like I say, I grew up in the church. I grew up in the church since I was like a baby, you know what I'm saying? So I always had that belief and faith in God, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not finna sit here and say I ain't scared of nothing, but I'll be honest and say, once you say that quick prayer, it's like, all right, this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So with that faith, that's what kind of like took me and said, all right, whatever happened, you just be prepared and be ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to the legend in the building, man. The damn legend, man. We interrupt all service like motherfucking commercial. Listen, the bank in the motherfucking building. If you come to the city, go to the motherfucking bank. If you got any kind of, if you want to have a baby shower, bar mitzvah, mixtape party, listening session, I don't give a damn what you want to do. Go to the motherfucking bank. If you want to eat some food, you're hungry, stop by the bank. Goddamn, if you want to, I don't give a damn what you want to do. Your kid want to race, play race cars on criminal time. Call my dog. Go to the motherfucking bank.
No suckers allowed now.
No, hey. Dead ass for real. No suckers allowed now. Yeah. Now, if we really standing on it.
We got a big old bucket of red Kool-Aid over the door. The sucker alert. When your ass come through there,
splash.
Fall on your head.
Hey,
you understand me? You did.
Got the ATM though. You know what I'm saying? The ATM in the bank. You got to goddamn ching. You got to ching. You got to ching that bing ding. Yes, that is.
Hey, man, you see why I'm stopping through.
Yeah, you talking about.
Don't nothing like a player but another player.
That's it, man. And player gonna run together for sure, always. Always.
OG over IG.
Hey, you talking about? I like that. Podcast. Nah, for sure that. Nah. So, boom. You in the church. You singing in the choir.
Yep.
You kind of getting. It's like the test before the test. You know what I'm saying? And I think like when people used to wonder why we were so good at doing what we was doing once we got a chance to do it, it was because we had a lifetime worth of practice.
Man, stop.
Waking up, performing in the living room, getting woke up doing this, singing in the church, doing that, just getting ready for that time without even knowing we getting ready for that time.
Stop, man.
So it's building you and it's building you, it's building you. What was that one time you said, that first time you was like, I think I want to do something outside of me doing this church stuff. What was that first time and how old you were then?
Me and my partners was walking home from middle school, never forget it. It was about 5, 6 of us, from the bus stop to the crib. All of us stayed on the same street, Audubon, Meadowbrook, Audubon. I was always the one to do the bebops for all that. I was the one, making the beats so everybody can rap. Man, somebody was like, man, go ahead and start, go ahead and start rapping. I said a couple things. They was like, wait a minute, you always did the bebops. You ain't never rap. Where this come from? What they didn't know was I used to write poems when I was little. You know what I'm saying? So writing poems, and music was just like even like right now. You know what I'm saying? Music is like my thing. So I was always into it, always loved it, always was interested. But that was my first experience, and I was like, oh, damn, they think I can flow a little bit. Now, mind you, we 11, 12, you know what I'm saying? So we kids, but then I would say, man, days and weeks after that, we walking home again. Man, go ahead, you start off first, Gusto. They call me Gusto back at the crib. Man, go ahead and start off Gusto. And then that's how I was like, oh, I guess I'm all right with it, So, boom. And that's why I would say my love for actually rapping came from
starting in.
Right then.
Right then and
the music came from the choir.
Like, you been doing the music, but this is my first time, like, you know what?
Right.
This right here.
Right.
When was your first time actually getting in the studio?
2005. I never forget. I had two big homies. One was about to retire from the military, and one was prior military, and they was older than me. One was the producer, one was a rapper. So I'm in the military at this point. You know what I'm saying? So one of the fellow electrician, he was civilian. He was like, come to the studio with me, you know what I'm saying? Because he could rap. And I was like, man, you really can flow. Like, he one of my big homies. Went to the studio, met the producer, started playing some beats. And I could remember a lot of stuff as far as my writtens and my raps. I can remember a lot of stuff. So I just got on the mic and started spitting. And he was like, Marlo, why you ain't, that's my big homie name. He was like, Marlo, why you ain't been bring him by? He was like, I just found out. So I guess even just now thinking about it, talking to you about it, I guess it's just been a kept secret for me, because even when I actually started taking it serious, the people that I've been around multiple years was like, yo, you just play basketball, you don't rap? Like, where does this come from? Mm-hmm. And besides that, that was my first experience, and then I kind of just locked in from 05 to 06. I ain't putting nothing out. It was just, I'm writing, getting used to it. Now, mind you, I did not know how to make a song. I just know how to rap. Mm-hmm. So I got to give it up to my big homie Brosco, man. Bailey, if you watching or if you going to catch this, he the one that taught me how to count 16s in my head.
Yeah, we going to send it to him. He going to see it.
Yes, sir. So, but yeah, he the one that taught me how to hear 16s in my head, because I get on the mic and just spit. I just write, and then I be like, yeah, that's good enough. Man, I end up with about 24, 32 bars. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, hey, look, you got to do it like this, da-da-da-da. And 05, 06 first experience, and then I didn't do music again to 2010, my first tour in Korea.
What made the lapse in time?
Not being, okay, let's see. My first base was North Carolina, Pope Air Force Base, North Carolina. So 05, 06, both of my big homies, the producer and the other rapper, I think the producer had moved to another base. We call it PCS. He moved to another base, so now I don't have no production. I ain't got nowhere to record. And then I'm like, all right, well, I'm in the military. I'm not a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So let me focus back. 2009, 2010, I went to Korea. I got two other homeboys that's actually from the A. They in the military too, but they from the A. We get over there, they find out I'm from Augusta, and then we had a guy from North Carolina. He came in, was like, I heard y'all rap, I got some beats. Went to his little dorm room, because over there we used to stay in dorm rooms. Mm-hmm. Went over there, played some beats, and all three of us, we got on a Pastor Troy remix. Not a remix, but he sampled the beat. Mm-hmm. And we got on there, boom, took off as far as us trying to do music. That was 2010. Boom. After that, I didn't touch another studio to 2020, and then that was the real birth of why we here, 2020. That was a whole nother assignment to Korea. So now you went to
so Korea be getting you piped up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you up.
So Korea be getting you piped up. Yeah. So this time, another lapse, boom. This time back in Korea. What is your mindset this time like? you know what, I really want to try this shit. I want to fuck with this shit for real this time. And you know what I'm saying, with everything that's going on with the new algorithm and the streaming service, or is you saying like, this is my dream, like I ain't lost my love for it. Like, what was your mind state going back into this, like doing it again? It's like unretiring again.
Right. So check it out now. I'm gonna try to make this short, but 2010, I left Korea, got to Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, my next base. I stayed there 9 years. I went through a lot of stuff. Then I have another assignment back to Korea, different base, but same country, Korea. So now I'm over there. I'm alone, no family, no nothing. I'm over there for a year, and I never stopped writing. I was just writing just to release shit because I went through a lot of stuff, and then being in the military alone, So boom. Met up with my partner, my good partner, LA Vern Music. And just real quick, I think he one of the best ones on the planet. I ain't just saying that because of my partner. We put out my first EP we was talking about. I think he one of the best on the planet. And like he is literally a T-Pain, Tory Lanez, Kendrick Lamar, like whatever you wanna, he deliver. Long story short, boom. So I actually meet up with him, and I was like, yo man, I just wanna let's record, let's make some songs. I got some shit I gotta get out anyway. Making them. Boom. We let everybody hear it, all our peoples. And they was like, we didn't know you could rap, saying, here we go again. And I was like, yeah. So got to a point where I'm sending the songs back to my family and friends back home, people who know me. Where's this at? Is this on Apple, this on Spotify? Where's this at? I'm like, nah, it's just downloaded on my phone. Well, why it ain't out? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to be no rapper. I'm really still ain't. I just want to be an artist, make some good music. But they was like, where's this at? Can't find it nowhere. I'm like, all right, here we go. Boom. Before I left Korea, me and him did about maybe 15 songs. Fast forward, 2020, I get to my last base where I'm at now, North Carolina. I take a TDY somewhere, and then as
What that is?
It's a pretty much, I forgot. So TDY is pretty much a mission or not no dangerous mission, but like you had to go to the BT Awards, right? Mm-hmm. So that'd be a TDY from you. This your place of work, but then you had to go to BET to go perform and do that. Mm-hmm. That's a TDY for us. If we got to go to another country, state, city.
It's a TDY.
TDY. Boom. So I go over there again. I'm alone by myself. I'm doing my job or whatever, but I'm in my room. I'm writing. Man, and the songs I had already done now before I left Korea, sending them back, and everybody keep asking me, where's this stuff at? Mm-hmm. Made in my mind, I said, okay, F it. So called my partner up, LA. Now by this time, my partner LA that I did the first EP with in Korea, he's in Florida. He PCS to Florida. He moved to another base in Florida. Mm-hmm. I called him up. I said, man, let's go ahead and take it serious. Boom. He said, I don't care. Boom. He had about 1,000 songs already. Mm-hmm. So boom, I get back to my home base, North Carolina. Took a trip. I drove. He's stationed in Florida at the time, 2021. I drove to him 14 hours. I remember something Jay-Z said. Jay-Z said, man, when people doing features on songs and this, that, and the fourth, he was like, you ain't gonna get the same feeling if you're not in the same room with that person building and creating and connecting. He said, yeah, you can send a file over, they put their stuff on and get it back. He said, but you building that thing together, it's gonna come out different. Drove 14 and a half hours to him. I spent the week, I took a week of leave, and that's how our first EP came about. He mixed everything, he put everything together. Like I said, he even know how to make beats and he know how to mix and master. So he did all that, and then what I brought to the table was, one, the idea, two, I selected our beats that we was gonna rap over. And pretty much everything outside of the creation of the music, I kind of did that a little bit, and then we put it together, and then boom, that's how Selfless came about. So we took about half of the songs we did in Korea, and then we created about 4 or 5 more right there. Then boom.
Why do you? Well, I ain't gonna say why do, because I haven't heard all your music. Mm-hmm. But do you still bring that church shit into your stuff?
I just got 2 songs that I actually did that with. One is called Oh Lord, one is called Victory. We just shot some reels and videos for them. Victory is one of them. It's not out yet, but Victory is one of them. I'm pretty sure you've been a big dog in this thing for a minute. So I'm an amateur artist, however you want to put it. I'm submitting to record labels through the little Zoom thing. You know, I submitted the Victory record, and the guy was like, He was like, they give me that old Southern feel. And I knew exactly who and what he was referring to. He was referring like CeeLo Goody Mob, that type of feel. And he was like, yeah, they give me that old Southern feel, like deep South, like you got a story to tell. He was like, people ain't doing that too much no more. It's different, but it's not bad. I want to see where it goes. So me and my producer right now, we thinking about dropping that next. But to answer to your question, that's exactly, I got 2 of those songs that's not out yet. But yeah, I got to put that church feel into it, man. That's just me though.
No, for sure. What's your favorite part of the process? Is it actually creating the music, going to the studio, recording it, listening to it afterward, homies vibing out to it, the response of the people who really like it, performing it, shooting the video? Like, what's your favorite process? Because I know sometimes as people they say I like everything, but it's a part of that process. Yeah, there's a lot of you can be like, well, if I could choose what I do, I'll go without this. I don't need this. I don't want to do this. If I can just do this, that's good enough. Like, what's your favorite part of the process?
Damn, that's a profound question. I would have to say, out of all those parts you name, I have to say I gotta say 2 parts, if I can.
Yeah, that's cool.
The first part is actually creating it from my brain to the pen to the paper, writing it. Ooh, nice bar. And I'm like you said, taking the time to think about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually thinking about what I'm putting on paper. I wanted to make sense and I wanted to correlate to what I'm saying. And when they get to the people, they can see a portrait. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first part of actually creating the words, the bars, and then the next part is formatting that into a song, actually going into the studio, putting your 16 or putting the hook first. You know how I go, you've been doing this, so putting it together in the beginning.
Creating and putting it together. That's the masterpiece.
Yeah.
Masterpiece. Yeah. No, that's I would say that. Mine would be creating the video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big visual person.
I'm trying to be Parlae. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying, boy.
But the reason I do that because the stuff I be seeing in my mind, I know other people can't see. So after I create the music, and I know you fucking what I'm saying, now I want to make you see what I see. I like cinematic videos.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? I don't like just give me the cars and the clothes and the homies right here, and we should go sit here and vibe out with that. That's cool. That'll depend on the song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I like cinematic videos. I want to give you a reason to get into, you know what I'm saying, the song. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I asked that. Got any videos out?
I got a few freestyle videos out. One, I just did the remix to 24's Tip Joint. I did that.
You be fucking them car videos out too, though.
My producer's starting to want me to. Yeah. He's like, man, just do the cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I got that. I got another one. So it'll come out regardless. But Tip, my favorite artist. So I did his About the Money joint. I did that little remix, and then I did the 24 joints, and then I did the Mystical joint, a remix of a sampler of Here I Go. So I did those my 3 like actual videos. So those are the 3 I got. I got other ones, I'm just taking in the car, whatever. But the videos behind the camera and actually cut, scene, pace, all that, those 3.
When you gonna drop that on Selfless? When you gonna drop it? Got a date for it yet, or you just still trying to?
Self-explanatory too?
Yeah.
I wanted to do it this fall coming up, right? But as I'm learning, this music business is rough. It's rough. Got to get the visuals out there, like you're saying. Got to get the visuals. I'm a big visual person, right? But as far as like videos and pics and I'm only doing it now.
You ain't fit into that part like that. I'm an artist.
Yeah, man. I want to just write and make this music. But then people want to see who making this. If it's good, they want to see who making it, who they listening to.
Definitely.
So probably this fall. I wanted to do it this fall. But as I'm talking to me and my producer, we thinking about pushing it back, dropping some singles, getting some buzz like you was talking about, and then probably drop it in the spring or sometime. We got to get these visuals up on our belt.
No, for sure,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. No, that ain't no bad idea.
Yeah.
Anything else you got working on?
Man, life itself. I'm about to graduate next month.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
dog.
appreciate it, big
Give some
dog.
claps for that.
Yeah,
man.
man. About to graduate next month. With the music, I'm really trying to find not just my lane, but the lane that I need to be in.
That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, so it's just like like you said, I can rap, you know what I'm saying? And humbly I can rap. But what I'm rapping about is not a lot of people the people who are buying and promoting the music.
That ain't what they're trying to say.
No, the consensus for me is okay. That's cool. And then it's like, oh, where the crazy stuff at? Who doing this? Who doing that? Who shooting who doing this? And then so I'm not finna talk about nothing I ain't never did. I ain't never sold no drugs. I ain't never shot nobody. Now my whole family I come from that. I actually came from that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I went to the military, but I actually came from that. And I'm like, I could talk about it because I seen it. I was, but I ain't never done it, so why I'm gonna get on the mic and say that? So,
You're a real artist.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then I get everybody telling me, man, say this and say that and do that. I'm like, I ain't trying to, that's not me. I'm gonna try to conform to what the people want to hear and what they want to buy. But you're gonna have to give it to how I give it to you. And if that's the case, then don't buy it, then I respect it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do though.
No, for sure that. No, for sure that, man. Get up out here, tell everybody where they can follow you at, dog.
83 Selfless on IG, Facebook, Augustus Williams.
YouTube.
YouTube, Augustus Williams on YouTube. It's actually 83 Selfless YouTube. But if you type in Augustus Williams, my name, it'll come up.
Okay, go back to the first name. Why was it Gusto from the beginning? Why they start calling you Gusto from the beginning?
Because my name is Augustus. And then it's, somebody.
Gusto, yeah.
There you go. You know
So what was the change? When was the transition to change to A3? Like, okay, now let me ask you this. Where did A3 come from?
I'm the third. Augustus Williams the third.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got a daughter. Obviously, she can't be the fourth, but she got my initials, A-N-W, Alyssa Noel Williams. So I was like, before I even named myself A3, I was like, that's A4. And I was like, well, shit, I can be A3 then.
Yeah.
That's how that came about. And then I'm telling my producer, he's like, man, you need to change your name because that's not an attractive, appealing name. And I'm like, who cares about name? And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. I was going by my real name, Augustus Williams, still is. But I was like, okay, A3. It's something simple, something like, let's get on. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came up, A3.
No, for sure, man. Keep being dope, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay doing that music shit, bro.
I'm trying,
There's a
bro.
lot of ears who want to hear it. The only thing about now is finding your crowd. Because it's a crowd for everything out here.
Yeah.
You just got to go through enough to find your crowd.
Yeah.
And a lot of musician artists don't want to go through them hardships to find that crowd. Yeah. They don't want to hear these niggas like, man, nobody you just trying to keep knowledge. Nobody want to hear that.
Right,
People
right.
don't want to go through that.
Right.
You gotta figure out, and you have to get on social media. And social media is gonna take you to help you find who you need to find, because your music gonna start gravitating to them type of people. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So niggas gotta be. I know, because even like me, I'm not a really big social media person, but in doing music and doing anything right now, social media is a big part of you being successful. Being honest. Yeah. Like every commercial you see, they got it Instagram, they got it Facebook, they got it TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter.
They got it Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if the big companies do it, shit, well, get what? Shit, if it work for them, if they can't not do it,
I got
then
you.
you can't not do it.
I got
You know what I'm saying? So figure out stuff you're doing to keep promoting. Them videos, keep doing. I like them videos.
Appreciate you,
You know what I'm saying? I
Thank
like them
you,
videos.
man.
I like them
Appreciate it.
videos. I like you got a good angle on them.
Yeah.
The angle's the same angle every time.
Yeah.
So it feel a little different than how everybody else do their car videos. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Keep doing that shit, dog. No, keep doing that shit.
If you allow me, I know we about to jet out. So if anybody ever, I'm only saying this because your introduction, you was like, some people be saying certain things, you go over your head, this, that, and the fourth. Mine stem from my background, even before the military. Like, I had both my parents go to prison at the same time. You know, different crimes, different times, but yeah, my mom did for like 15 years. My dad did like 12. Then I stayed with my grandma. She passed away from cancer like 4 years. Then I ended up moving house to house from different family members and stuff like that. And then I went into foster care, but the foster care I went into was people I already knew. They was at church, and my foster brother, we went to the same school, the same church. So a lot of that music, that background, them church songs that you were saying that I got, a lot of that stem from that. Like, if I could tell anybody anything, man, if I can make it, y'all can make it. And that's where my music is stemming from, like being resilient. If I could say anything about that, that's my message in my music, resilience. So I just want to get that out there, man, for anybody who got a lot of followers. So if they click on this, hey man, stay resilient, for real. Like, hell, you wouldn't even be here if you weren't resilient.
Yeah, no, yeah, too.
So, but yeah, that's all. I wanted to let that be known.
Oh no, that's the end of the quote.
Yes,
hey, if you want to be great, you better be resilient.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know, man. Appreciate you for stopping by A3, man.
You,
This your boy Parlay, live from ATM Lounge. And when the Partment with Parlay, meet me in the Partments.